All right, this is the MGTOW Infinium here with a quick live stream. And the name of this live stream is Remain Indifferent to Shaming. Now, my brothers, I basically was going to hold off on making any comments about the Somalian woman or women, etc., who got clocked with a brick a few days ago. But as I was getting some late night, I would say late afternoon sandwich, getting a late afternoon sandwich from Panera Bread. Um, some in here. But I was getting a late afternoon sandwich from Panera Bread, and I was standing behind a womanist who, I guess apparently she was a divorce lawyer for someone out there, and she's talking on the phone and all loud and everything, and she's telling, I guess, another woman on the other end of that line how to divorce rape her victim. And it got me hot under the collar a little bit. I just stood there and listened to this pixie talking and explaining how she could how the woman on the other end of the line, I would say, could destroy her victim in any possible way. And it got me to thinking about the situation with the again, the Somalian woman who got a brick in her face and who is blaming primarily black men for not stepping up and quote unquote saving her when she got the brick in her face. Now, my brothers, if you look at the history of this woman, it has come out that she has a history of going up to men, particularly white men, and popping them in the face, creating some type of confrontation with them, and then slapping them and everything and going on. So she's basically a troublemaker. And as such, again, she goes around, does this stuff, and also she has a history of creating situations where she appears to be the victim, but in actuality, she's the instigator of the situation that she brought herself into. And as of this latest incident, she is basically claiming that she was asked by another man for her number. She refused it, and he accordingly slammed her in the face. I don't know if that occurred. I can't seem to find any video in terms of that happening, but it has come out again that this woman has a history of causing trouble. She has a history of creating situations like this and then blaming men for what happened to her. So, for instance, what she created it what? Let me get it together. She created a situation where she instigated something and she got a brick in the face, and nobody stood up to deal with the person, the man that hit her with the brick. And so, of course, all men, now all black men in her case, are basically weak because they did not stand up. But my brothers, there is a reason why we men, black men, white men, all types of men, are no longer doing these types of things. We're not stepping into these types of situations because, first of all, these women have told us they didn't need us, that they were equal to us. They told us these things. They did the fish, well, I'll put it back. I'll say it this way. They did the women, whamen, etc. need men like fish needs bicycles. They did that. They ran around screaming that the future is female. They ran around screaming that all men should be eliminated. They ran around, did doing all these things, saying all these things, even to the case of saying that men should die. They said these things, and they have, in situations where we did go in and help them, they turned around and did things like sued us, false accusations against us, did all types of things. But my brothers, the main thing which gets me is that when we men do help women, etc., there is no gratitude. And I will give you an example of what happened to me. And this is about 2018. This happened to me. I have a history of going to libraries. I like to go to libraries to do research and to write, just do all sorts of things, try to relax and everything. You know, libraries are good places for me where I can put on my thinking cap and just do all types of things like create content or do other types of writing, thinking about things, that type of thing. And there are two particular libraries that one I used to use and one I still use because it's to me it's safer. The one I stopped using became a place for crazy people to hang out with. Every time you go there, there's homeless people there. There's all types of crazy people there, all types of stuff that's going on in there. So I stopped going in there because of that. Because it's kind of unsettling when you're sitting there and you're trying to have a little bit of creativity, and then some crazy person comes and sits next to you and tries to talk to you and this and that, whatever. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But when I was using this library, I was exiting the library one day, and if you picture this, the exit which I was using is well out of the main library, the main lobby of the library. So it's quite a distance. So as I'm getting out of the library, there's a boy standing by the door, and he begins to talk to me. And I immediately became concerned because, again, this library was known for crazy people being there, and there at that time there was a spate of children being snatched from places like libraries and stuff like that. So I got concerned, and you picture this: it was a young white boy. I'm a black guy, and this boy is talking to me. Just starts talking to me off the cuff. And I'm the type of person that dogs love me, young kids love me. You know, I can be in a party with all adults, and then kids are there, and I'm sitting at the table with the kids, and the kids will be talking to me, and the adults are ignoring me. You know, it's just been like that all my life. So this kid starts talking to me, and I get concerned. And I said, "Well, where's your parents?" And he says, "Well, my mom is in the main part of the library." And I said, "What are you doing out here?" And she doesn't know where I'm at. So I said, "Well, come with me. I'll take you back to your mother. It's kind of dangerous." I didn't say that to him, but I just said, you need to come with me, and I'll get you back to your mother. So I take him back, and this is like you have to go from where he was into the library. So there is where the main lobby is at. There is a door, a security door, which you have to go through, where they keep you from, like, if you snatch books and stuff like that, alarm will go off and everything. So you have to go through there. So I take him back all the way into the lobby. There's his mom, and she has another girl. She has another young girl. She's running around in the library all wild, in the lobby of the library, all wild. The mom is on her phone, her smartphone, texting and doing whatever she's doing, has no knowledge of where her kids are at. I bring the boy back to her, and she says to the boy, "Oh, there you are," and doesn't say anything to me like, no, thank you for finding my boy. No, I didn't know where he was. I was scared or nothing like that. It was just nonchalant, just oh, there you are. Didn't even acknowledge me, or give me any thanks for what I did. Because again, this kid could have been gone in a heartbeat, and she wouldn't even know about it. And so I got into my mind. I said, "That's it, no more. I ain't going to be the white knight or the simp who goes out and saves these kids or anything like that." And I just from that point on, I really stopped helping women. It angered me that much. So flash forward to what this woman did when she created that situation. I would say to you, my brothers, this hypocritical shaming that's coming from women at this time, women like this one, we need to just ignore it and keep on stepping, because again, it's hypocrisy, and the thing is that, again, if these men who are watching this situation, if they jumped in, gauging upon how these women act these days, there would be no gratitude. She would basically uh, do something like this. If a fight ensued and some of them got deleted, some of those men got deleted, she would just walk away from it. She would just walk away, and she would be laughing in her heart, that she caused this type of situation and everything. And where would these men be? They would be basically under the bus of her hypocrisy. So that's one of the things that I would say, as a MGTOW man, and to my MGTOW brothers, is just to ignore the shame, and don't help these women. Don't help them. Don't put yourself out, because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And the other thing we have to understand is that this is a tactic that they do. They expect us, because of the mentality that they have. We men are perceived as slaves. And slaves are nothing more than throwaways to women, So basically, they enjoy doing these things to us, causing us to go out and get ourselves involved in fights, get ourselves involved in all types of situations where we end up being anywhere from being sued, being deleted, all these types of things. I stay away from them. I stay away from this stuff. I really don't respond to women when they cry for help. There was a situation. I was driving back from checking my business PO box, and there was an intersection where I go away from the post office, and I heard a woman screaming for help, and I looked across and saw a guy dragging this woman, and she was screaming, "Help me, help me!" And I just, that's none of my business. Turned up the radio and drove on down the road. That's what I did. And I don't feel guilty anymore. I used to be that white knight that would jump in and try to save women and everything. But again, as of that incident in the library, I stopped doing that. I stopped doing it because it's not worth it. I really haven't helped any women except for when I have to, when it's required of me. But if it is a ask for help, I generally, no, I can't help you, and I walk away. And see, this is the condition that they have put us in. Again, they have put us in a condition where if we help them, we don't know as men what they will do. For instance, you may give a woman mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, and then find out that you're being taken to court because you attempted to rape her. That type of thing. They created this environment. They created this type of situation. So what do they expect us to do? What do they expect us to do? Myself again, I don't see any reason why I should throw my life away for a woman that doesn't appreciate me and a woman that's going to destroy me. I don't see any reason. I don't see any type of situation that would really cause me. Again, if I see a woman and she's asking for help, I'll just say no. Basically, no. And then they give me the looks, they give me the stares, and you need to step up to the plate, that type of thing. How can you do that? And it's like, well, how can you say those things when you created this type of environment where you expect men to help you, but when they help you, you try to destroy them. And so that's what I'm saying with this Somalian woman is that, again, she created an environment where, first of all, that brick got into her face, and then second of all, where men who just walked away from the situation, she created that environment. She has a history again of creating types of situations like that where she goes and accosts men, primarily white men, and then expects them to just stand back and not do anything about it. And see, again, you're dealing with a situation where men are not dealing with it anymore, and in certain cases, men will hit back. Not to say that we make time men condone violence or anything like that, or go out and attack women or anything like that. But the thing is why create a situation like that? Why create a situation where there's a possibility of that type of thing happening to you, of you being counterattacked? Why create a situation like that? And the only thing I can say is, again, these women, first of all, they expect us to willy-nilly go in and help them when they create these situations. And then second of all, they don't expect to be hit back. And this is a type of season where men are, first of all, they're not doing these things and not helping women. And then second of all, if they get attacked, there is a strong possibility that they will hit back. Let me see. I see Eric Zumbra out here. Dak is out here. And I don't know if I can. I guess I'm still learning with this StreamYard, and I'm wondering how. I guess I don't know if you can. Let's see here. Okay, there you go. I'm gonna. It says I can copy, and I'm gonna see if I can drop the link in the chat here. Let's see here. Okay. All right. Okay, just drop the link in there. Let's see if I can get in. See if anybody wants to come in. Yeah, I just dropped the link in there. Do you guys see it? Okay, I got you, Zembral. Let me see.
Hey, Infinium, great to finally talk to you, man.
Oh yeah, great to talk to you, Eric. How you doing, man?
Not bad at all.
Okay.
I've been following you for a while, seeing you in all the chats.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, you are the premiere of my first invite on stream. So go at it, man.
I appreciate that. You
Okay.
mentioned before about how doing CPR can get you jammed up.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there was a tour guide in November of, I think it was 2019 or 2020 in Washington State. He took his group near a river, and one of the women fell in. He jumped in, saved her. She was not responsive. And to get at her to do CPR, he had to cut her clothing, her bra, her shirt, her sweatshirt, because it was closed. He revived her, everything else like that in front of everybody, brought her back to life. She was unresponsive. She sued him for sexual assault and won.
Man, wow. Is that right?
$5,000.
Wow.
Because, as the court said, he did not do anything to ensure her privacy.
Wow, is that right? That's crazy. Yes. That is crazy. That's outrageous, you know. And see, they wonder why, you know, what? See that, and they wonder why
and he thought the Good Samaritan laws would shield him, but it didn't.
Yeah.
Not in that case.
No, yeah. That's outrageous. That's you know, see that's the thing that, you know, when I did the thing at the library, that came to my mind. It's like, you know, she could have turned around on me. I tried to, I tried to swipe her kid, and I did this to her kid, and she would have won. She would have won. And see, I'm like, no, I'll never do that again.
No,
and you know, they I have been called, you know, mean, and, you know, and just all types of things, rude, you know, but again, I look at it like this. I have done that. And
Infinium,
Yeah.
Listen, you can't let that shaming language
Yeah.
affect you at all. It has
Yeah.
you have to be a bulletproof shield.
Yeah.
Shaming language bounces off us.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's the way it is. You know, it's you know, it's kind of sad. I see Dak in here. Let me get him in
Yeah.
here.
Hey, brother.
Hey, Dak.
Hey,
man.
Dak, great to see you.
Hey, Eric. How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man.
I wish I could play some premiere music, but I'll probably get struck down. Why?
No, I just
I
wanted
know YouTube is trying to get me every possible way, man. But anyway,
Oh, yeah.
oh man, this is I was kind of laying, just relaxing. I said, man, I
Yeah.
gotta do a live stream. I just got that itch again to do a live stream.
No, that's
Yeah,
great.
And,
man.
I love when you're in the chats, man, because you always have something good to say.
Okay, I appreciate it, man.
Definitely. I
I
wanted to get on this
appreciate-
one. I know Eric just snuck in there. He's number one on this.
Yeah.
Good job, man.
Yeah,
I want it to be
yeah.
part of history, like Eric.
Yeah,
Part of
this
history.
this is history. I know I'm a small channel, but man,
That's all right, man. I'm a
I,
small channel now too, man.
yeah, yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
gonna,
but
I'm not ever gonna get over 850 subs. They got me locked down at that right now. That's
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the end. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I'm-
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
yeah, it's I'm at what 6. I float between 650.
Yeah.
They let me have 650. And then
Yeah.
they let me have 657. Now I'm down to 655, back up
Oh,
again.
yeah.
But my thing is that I know I'm a small channel, but my feeling about it is that if I can help just one man,
Yeah.
Well,
and to
like I said, you always have something good to say. So I think it's great you're streaming.
yeah,
Yeah.
I appreciate you, my brothers.
Yeah.
It's a blessing, because it's I may be small, but I know brothers worldwide. There's what original Australian I know. He's out there. There's a guy from India, and we're a community. That we can talk to each other. Discuss and hey, I'm a black guy from the Bronx, New York.
I was a New York
You know what I
City
mean?
police officer.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hey, just you're from New York, Bronx. I was a New York City police officer.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. You
but,
sound like it. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but in Infinium, and Dak will agree on this, and everyone in here will. What's great about our community is like we don't see race. Like
Yeah. That's the
No.
thing.
I,
That's the thing. Yeah.
we just tell the truth. We don't
Yeah.
judge, and we're just trying to help each other.
Yeah. That's what I think about my channel. I said, all the powers and the pressure that they're putting on this little channel just because I'm telling the truth. And that that it says,
That's
I guess it's
something.
flattering in some ways, but you have a big corporation like Google, on YouTube, and they're trying to do everything to shut me up. And what am I doing? What if I'm creating that much problems for you? There's something you got some. That's idiotic to me. But I've had that happen to me. I had big corporations come after me before. For instance, Microsoft, when they had Windows 8 out, was a few years back. I happened to put these comments out on CNET.com about Windows 8 and how bad it was and everything. And man, for a year, they came after me. Everywhere I put a comment on anything on the internet, they were there after me. And the only thing that happened, Windows 8 was so bad that it actually almost tanked the PC industry. That's how bad it was. And that's what caused me to win the war, because I just hung on. But I've had that before. But it really speaks to me when big corporations, just because you're saying the truth about something, they put so much pressure to try to suppress you and shut you up and everything. But I'm not going to I'm not going to, give up. Again, my thing is that if I can help one man to know that he can live his life freely, then that one man could actually become the catalyst for something that is great change for we men, and true change, not just, for instance, like was it Tennessee, they started charging women with misdemeanor crimes for doing paternity fraud. And see, that's not enough. That's it should be nationwide, and it should be a felony.
Of course.
I consider that to be a bone. Like a little bone. Here you can have a little scrap here, and make you happy. And
regardless of what you think of him now, Tom Likas was the first guy to advocate for mandatory DNA testing.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
He was right. To
prevent fraud.
Definitely.
A lot of what Tom Likas said is coming to be true. And as harsh as he was and everything, a lot of what he said was truth. And sometimes it has to be said in a harsh manner, to kind of break the hypocrisy, so to speak, but everything that he was talking about years ago, it's coming to pass. It's terrible. And go ahead.
It's not a conspiracy theory anymore, eh?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Brother, I'm sorry to interrupt you, brother. I gotta get going. My phone's going off the hook here. I'm still dealing with getting Brother Viper over to Rusty's. I just wanted to stop in. Be one of the first on one of your live streams.
Okay.
Best of luck. You will get better at this. I've lost the guests, and I'll stop in at another time.
Okay.
Hey, Dak. On Brandon's stream earlier, we talked about doing like a little chess demonstration for charity to raise money for Viper.
Okay.
All right.
Sure.
So
you got my phone number and everything. Just
I got it, but Hamster and a few other guys were interested.
Okay, yeah, sounds good to me. Whatever you guys want to do, I'm just kind of knee deep in it right now. So
take care.
Okay, Dak. I appreciate you coming on, man.
Yeah, appreciate you, brother. Talk to you later.
Okay, all right. So I'm just gonna go a few more minutes, and I'm gonna get off and everything. But
I just wanted to share one more thing with you.
Go ahead.
Two more things, actually.
Okay.
There was a guy in Miami on one of those overpasses. Like those 35-foot overpasses.
Right.
He stopped when he saw a woman getting beaten up by a guy. He intervened, and then what happened was the two of them, the woman and the guy, beat him down and threw him over the overpass.
Wow. Yeah.
And he's paralyzed from the waist down.
Yeah.
RPM, Red Pill Married.
Oh yeah.
He did a whole video on it.
Oh yeah. I think I saw that. Yeah. One thing that
you can't get involved. And even if you help like a stranded motorist, you can end up like that guy in Australia.
Yeah.
He accused of rape.
Yeah. When I was doing, I used to do grocery shopping for my mother and everything, and they pushed me out of it, which I'm glad of. But one of the things that started happening to me, and it was recently, was I have a older RAV4 with the swing open door, and what would happen is these women would come up to the back of that RAV, where the door is, and they would try to pin me to the door, and sometimes what they would do is, she would have like a baby, with her and everything, and I'm broke, I need, help and everything, and I would tell them just back off and everything. They would still keep on coming, and it got so bad that I got me a couple of those tire thumper sticks and everything where I can pull them out real quick if they got up on me and everything. But again, you don't know what they're doing, and it's, it seems on face value innocent. Here it is. Here is this woman with a baby in the carriage and everything. And they're asking for help. My baby's baby's hungry and everything. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, it's terrible, you know, and I just I don't care anymore. You know, the only ones I will help, and I have been, are
my family.
Men and family,
all
you know, and if there's some in my family I won't even help no more.
No, but
There's only
what I mean by
ones.
family is
Yeah.
like my daughter calls me.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise, if it's a woman, they're on their own. But I have given a guy a ride to the gas station to get a couple of gallons of gas and driven him back in the car.
Yeah. You know, for whatever reason, you know, I had this notion a few Saturdays ago to go to the McDonald's, and it was really urgent and everything. I got over there, and I haven't eaten in McDonald's in a long time. It's like a couple of years and everything. I just felt this thing to go over there. And I get over there and I get my stuff and I sit down, and there's a guy sitting across from me on the table, you know, and he was a vet and everything, black guy, vet and everything. And so we got to talking, and you know, and he just at one point he kind of broke down, you know, and started crying and stuff like that in the McDonald's. And I realized, you know, that he needed someone to talk to. And see, that's what I'm talking about. I will go and help a guy like that, just go talk to them and do whatever, you know, and help them out and everything, you know, pay for a meal or something like that. But I will not, for women, I will not. I just will not.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I can, there's only, let's see, I'd say in the last 7 years, there was only one to present. There was only one woman that I actively talked to, and she was a vendor for the like Frito-Lay, and she was basically the only woman that I actively talked to. And in terms of, you know, women that I really don't know or something like that, but you know, I kind of know them. You know, when you go shopping, you see somebody, you know, and she was the only one. And any others, I didn't talk to them, you know, because it's that bad. You don't know. And she appreciated it so much because she left the area, and last time I saw her, she was like, you know, man, I just want to thank you for talking to me and everything, and I appreciate you. You know, you're one of my best customers, and I care about you. You know, and you know, I'm leaving, and you know, and this and that. You know, but again, that's a rarity for me. That's a rarity. You know, I really don't deal with women, you know, anymore, because it's just that bad. It is that bad. And you know, you just cannot you can't tell anymore. And it's so dangerous, you know. And see, again, they created this situation. They created this type of condition where you don't know. You again, you can smile at a woman and get thrown into jail. And that's in this country. We're supposed to be the land of the brave and the free. You know what I mean? You know, and here you are, you know, you just say hello to a woman. The next thing you know, you're going to the Motel 50 because you did this to this woman, and you're like, no, I did not do this. You know, I just smiled at her, and they believe her, you know, and that's the type of thing. And again, even with the paternity fraud, how is it that we live in a country, a technologically advanced country, and a woman can take my name and put it on a document, you know, a birth certificate, without any legal anything is said to her legally? You know, that you know, how can that be?
That guy in Michigan.
Yeah,
he was in the ER getting his hand fixed when he broke his hand, when he got it crushed. And the woman who was pregnant, who was walking in, she saw that he looked like he was clean, looked like he had a good job. She heard his name over the loudspeaker.
Yeah.
Put his name on the birth certificate. And then 5 years later, the state came after him for support.
Yeah.
When she had to have surgery.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, how can that be?
Right. And they said that he had to pay because he only had 2 years to dispute it and to prove prove paternity.
And that
even knowing she committed outright fraud.
Yeah. Yeah, and see that's the thing. When it's a case of fraud, it should be, in my mind, it should be automatically thrown out. And there should be restitution. You mess up you take my name, and you put my name on a document without any of my consent. I don't even know you, and you do this to me, and you get away with it. How can that be? How can that be? And so that's
why I think we need collapse.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
The system is so corrupt to the absolute core that it's got to collapse in order for it to get.
Yeah. I come from an IT background, and there's a term called slicking, and that refers to a hard drive where you just entirely wipe the data out on it, and you just wipe it so much that everything is gone, all the corruption, everything is gone, and you start over with a better operating system that works for what you want it to do. And when you slick a disk like that, it's because things are so bad. You have corruption, you have viruses, bots, and all this stuff, it's on the hard drive where it can't function and do what you need it to do. And it's so bad, it really hinders you from doing the good work that you need to do. And that's it needs to happen. It needs to happen. You have a condition where, you're being told on one hand, if you do not help a woman, you're not a man. You're less than a man. But there's a condition created by the women, etc., where again, you help them, they sue you, they can delete you, they can do everything to you and get away with it, and throw you under the bus,
women are not women anymore.
Yeah. That's what, like when I went to the Panera, and I was getting my sandwich and everything, I was listening to this, it's just, it felt demonic to me, because the way she was talking, it was demonic, and just how, just ruthless, you know what I mean? It's just,
look at that woman who got hit with the brick.
Yeah.
That woman's got demons beyond belief.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I can tell you now, if she tried any of that shit here in Oklahoma, she'd be shot.
Oh yeah.
Around slapping white people because they're white.
Oh yeah.
She'd be shot.
Yeah. I know they're going on about that woman that where I guess apparently she was shoplifting, and the police. Yeah, and the police shot her dead.
Yeah, but she hit the gas and tried running the cops down.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And there again, it's a thing of she created if I was in a parking lot and the police jumped up on me and pulled their guns out and you accused of shoplifting, I would just remain calm, pull out the receipt, look, this is what I bought, this is right, and just get it resolved. Instead she tries to pull off, and there again, it's the entitlement mentality. Yeah.
And I'm a former cop. I'll be the first to tell you there are some messed up racist cops.
Yeah.
But the guys I worked with were not like that.
Yeah.
And 90% of these things could be handled properly if you just comply.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
if you feel you are wrong,
Yeah.
comply and then file a lawsuit and then get lots of
Yeah.
money.
Yeah. I've done that. I've had, there was a situation. I was going to work, and I was going down the road, and there was a guy behind me, and I saw the cop, and he started fumbling with the radar gun, and I said, "Oh man, here we go," and pulled me over, let the other guy go, and I just said, "Okay, give me the ticket, and I'll see you in court," and I just call it a day,
Yeah.
and I figured out that he didn't. He wouldn't be capable of getting an accurate read on me with that radar gun, because he would get the car behind me as well, and he
Right.
would get, and the guy behind me had closed up on me, and I was slowing down, so he got a read from the guy behind me. So I took that to court, and I had a diagram and everything, and the judge said to the cop, "Did you lock the gun?" And the guy says no. And he said, and he explained to him, if you locked the gun, that would have changed the situation, but you did not lock the gun. And the diagram that I showed the judge, he said, this is what actually happened. So therefore, this ticket is invalid, and he threw the ticket out. It wasted my time, but instead of arguing with the guy and creating a situation, which could have escalated, get me deleted and everything, I said, look, just give me the ticket. We'll go to court. I'll see you in court. Have a good day.
Absolutely.
And went on to work. And that's what resulted. And see, that's what I saw with that woman that got herself shot.
Right.
Just show them the receipt. If you do not have the receipt and you did shoplift, take the charge and call it a day. You got caught. You got caught. That's it. But again, that's a situation that she created. Yes, you can say that the cops were a little bit aggressive in terms of killing her and everything, killing her baby, but she created that situation. It could have been easily resolved.
Well, you can't say that they killed the baby on purpose, because how are they supposed to know?
Yeah. It was not on purpose. It was. In my mind, the fault is hers. Has
Absolutely.
she not just show them the receipt? And so I've been in situations where I go in the store, and they, the employee, for whatever they're racist or whatever, whether they're having a bad day, and they do something that's seemingly racist. But I found the best way is to just remain calm, just go out and write an email, just write a detailed email as to what happened, send it to corporate, and I've had great success with that.
Yeah,
I have had great success, because I've gone to the place again, and the employee's gone. I mean, they're gone. And see, that's the thing that these women don't understand, is not their power anymore. Their power is being. Go ahead.
You see, the feminists have brainwashed, and I'm going to go out and say this: black women really bought into the feminist Kool-Aid wholeheartedly.
Oh yeah,
they believe, and it's not just black women, but it's most women, that they're just entitled.
Yeah. It's there's a what was it? I saw it a year or so back, and this Pixie was talking about white womanism, and what that was. There's a level of womanism that is with white women, and she was saying what womanism has to do is to infiltrate into the other races. And so, like, they've already done that with black people, with black women. But what she was saying, for those particularly countries that are have a high patriarchal, boy, my mouth is stuck. Patriarchal, boy. a system
of
where
patriarchy. Yeah.
patriarch. Thank you, man. Sometimes I get tongue tied, man. So you have to forgive me.
We all do.
But anyway, but with countries that are, well, I'll say non-westernized. I'll say it like that, where womanism is not really making a inroad. The way to do it is to segment the womanism by race and attack the country. So like if you have a non-westernized country which has a system which averts womanism, you attack it through the women in that country in terms of appeasing them, in terms of getting to their minds and corrupting their minds, and then undermining that country. And that's what they're doing. And so, if you see like a country where like Afghanistan, where it seems like womanism is kind of going away, they have plans to get back in there. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. But
no problem. Hey, listen, Infinium, I'm going to jump out and give someone else a chance. But
okay.
Glad you're streaming again, man. Great seeing you. Keep up the great content.
Oh man, yeah. And same to you, man.
Everybody in the chat, take care. And Infinium, God bless, man. Glad to see you're back.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to come back, man.
Great.
It's a little bit hard right now, but yeah.
No, I know. But looking forward to it, man. It's great seeing you.
Okay. All right, man. And thanks for being the premiere. But if, again, but what it is, my brothers, again, they are still moving forward in terms of what womanism is doing, and they have plans, well, what I'm trying to say, my brothers, is that womanism is not standing still, and neither should we. We should not give in to the shaming and the things that are being done to us. We should not just sit back and say, well, we got a little bone here, and that we should be content with that. We should remain as we are as MGTOW men and stay strong with what we're doing. It's still there, my brothers. And again, what these womanists are doing, it is insidious. And again, I will say this to you again. It is going forward. And MGTOW Cowboy, I see you, and thanks for jumping in. Thanks to all you brothers. The same thing with Iridium Kush and everything. And I'm going to get off here too, but my brothers, all of us, and I'm speaking to myself, we need to hold the line. And we need to stand strong in what we believe in, and that is our freedom. And with that, I'm going to get out on it. I'm going to get on out of here and get my little tongue twisted mouth out of here too. But and my brothers, thanks again for showing up. Thanks again for being a part of my stream. And I love you guys. And stay strong. Stay on the MGTOW path. And remember, MGTOW is the liberation of men's minds. Okay, and with that, my brothers, we'll call it a day. And take care and stay strong.